You want to build new ships in Star Trek Infinite, but you are having a hard time understanding what kind of resources you really need and maybe why your ships are not performing as they should. Well, I will teach you how to build ships right. To understand how ships work, we are starting with the ship designer. And in the ship designer, we're starting with a new Miranda platform. Here you see what you need for this ship to build and what you need to upkeep that ship. Let's go into one of those components. And there we have, for example, a phaser cannon. Phaser cannon, small. It costs 10 alloys to build. It needs operative officers 10. And we're just going to outfit the entire ship. So here we got a reactor that needs 5 alloys to build, but then also 10 operative officers. What does that mean? If we put all that stuff on here, it will tell you that for this ship, you need an upkeep of 0.21 alloys per month, and it costs 75 alloys to build. But then what it doesn't really tell you at the start is that you also need 110 operative officers. Well, if we save that design, you can then give it a random name or a name of your liking. And now we can build this ship in our space dock. For that, you need a space dock, not only a star base. A star base does need to have a star dock and a shipyard module to be a space dock. Here you then can build your new ships. Here we have the Miranda, the new one design, and we're going to build that. That immediately costs us 75 alloys. So once our ships are built and they are now available, this is now the third fleet, you will see that this ship is not able to operate at the moment, and this is because it's missing officers. Officers are either produced by Starfleet officers or by security officers. Those two options you have for building up your officer stockpile if you want to. Once you have enough officers, those are being distributed to the newly built ships. Here, our third fleet Miranda is sitting at the moment at 0 officers. That means every single piece that we put on the ship, phaser banks, reactors, whatsoever, all these modules need officers to operate. And if there are none of those modules operate. So it does not shoot, does not have shields whatsoever. What you now need to do is basically just waiting, because every single month those officers are being distributed to the ship. As you see right now, we're getting 22 officers every single month until this ship is filled, which is this yellow bar next to the name. Once all the officers are filled, your ship is now able to operate. So you do not only need to build the ship and then just fly off like you know it from Stellaris. No, you also need to get officers onto that ship. For that, you need a stockpile of officers. How do you get those officers? Either you're building something like a Starfleet Academy. You can also build something like a military base that also gives you Starfleet officer jobs that then produce officers. I don't know if you can speed up the process of forwarding the officers onto your ships if there is like a perk, or if there is another building or base or whatever you can build, or a skill or research that you can get later in the game. But those officers need time to get onto the ship and kind of like being educated on whatever they have to do on that ship. Only military ships need officers. Civilian ships do work immediately. So if you go and build a construction ship, you will see that the construction ship, for example, does not need officers and is immediately available. Same for science ship, although science ships do need a scientist to operate, and scientists are available in the leaders section. On top of that, the more alloys your ship costs to build, the more alloys you need to upkeep that ship. One thing that is not reflected in any stat is that your ships also need deuterium. At the moment, there's no way to tell how much your ships will need later on. I hope that this is just a bug or something in the first version of Star Trek Infinite. So leave a like if you like that. Tell me in the comments if there's anything I have missed. And also if there are updates of this video and there are some things that have changed during some updates of the game, I will keep you informed in the first comment of this video. Thank you very much for watching and see you the next time. Bye bye.